We've reached 75,000 subscribers. I can't thank you enough, everyone that's subscribed. If you haven't yet and you're watching the videos, hit the subscribe button below and you'll get alerted every time the new video comes out. We've got so many questions, so we need to get straight into it. I've even put some of the haters' mail in here too. Starting off, game streams. When did you start cooking? I started cooking 16 years old. I was working at a local hotel, waiting to go to culinary school, washing dishes, and I'd get all my sinks clean. And I'd say to the chef, do you need a help with those? I started doing the appetizers and he thought that I did them better than the chef that was doing them. So he said, you're wasted washing dishes. You can make the appetizers now. And then I moved on to the main courses, and that really got me interested in cooking. Rick Bausio, what inspired you to learn how to cook? Rick, I still get inspired today with cooking. It's finding those new ingredients and trying dishes and then creating something and sharing it with people. You know, the same as I do with products on here on the channel. If I find something, whether it's a knife or you know, the vanilla bean paste or something, it's just incredible, and I just get so excited and I want to share it and I want everyone to be using it. Tack on again. You trained and worked in the UK. Please use pounds and ounces, and coriander, not cilantro. 15 years or 11 years you worked for the Queen. Make your mind up. Cottage pie with cheese on it is called Cumberland pie. Where to start on this one? Oh my. Yep, trained and worked in the UK, but lived in the USA for 24 years now, so it's coriander and cilantro. 15 years or 11 years working for the Queen? Well, 15 years working for the royal family, 11 years with the Queen, 4 years with Princess Diana. Cottage pie with cheese on is called cottage pie with cheese on. And Cumberland pie, no, it's not the same. Cumberland pie is big chunks of meat, sliced potatoes on top. Trudy LM, lager is not a beer in the fish and chip video. Trudy. Jedi Karen, the Queen always eats fancy, expensive food. Are there any simple, cheap foods that she liked? Karen, you know, the Queen doesn't eat fancy, rich foods all the time. Nobody can. You know, you go on vacation, you eat all of these rich foods. You just want to get home to something simple. So it's only when she's entertaining guests that the Queen has, you know, a banquet with lobster and caviar and things like that. But the rest of the time, it's just healthy eating, a little piece of grilled fish, maybe with some salad, and one of her favorites. So look at these, jam pennies. It's just bread and jam. Hannah Moore, for your next Q&A, I was wondering what happened to the food, such as the chocolate mousse. You know, where we made 2 sets, one in a plastic container and one in the silver in case dinner was in? Well, the food that's left over is actually either served to the chefs, that's a luxury, or it's actually sent into the dining rooms. At the palace, the food's never wasted. Sushi, this crispy pork belly is Cantonese. I'm from Hong Kong and it's a classic here in Hong Kong. I never thought I'd see Asian recipes from you. Thank you for this video. That's my Chinese pork belly. You know, sushi, I spent weeks and weeks last year in Hong Kong, and I was working with Dream Cruise Line, fabulous cruise line, and that's where I first got to try the Chinese pork belly in Hong Kong. Absolutely amazing. And I remembered it so much and thought, I've got to make this. Top 5. Hey Darren, love your videos. Does the Queen have a roast dinner? You know, the Queen does have a roast dinner. Usually every Sunday, it's a Sunday roast. It's a sort of tradition. Keep an eye out for one of the dishes coming up. We're getting so many requests to make Yorkshire pudding, and we used to serve that every Sunday too, whenever we did roast beef. Kaylee Joyce, hey Darren, I've got a question. Do you miss cooking for the royals? And if you had the chance to go back to cook for them again, would you? Thank you, love your channel. Kaylee, you know, I do miss cooking for them. You know, I traveled around the world with the Queen for 11 years. Sandringham, Windsor, Balmoral, Holyrood Palace, the Royal Yacht Britannia, wherever it was in the world. Cooked for kings, queens, presidents, Reagan, Clinton, Ford, both presidents, Bush. Moved to Princess Diana and cooked for her too. But going back, no, never go backwards. I've done that, been there, seen it, done it. I love what I'm doing now. I love doing these YouTube channels. So going back, K Boy, did Prince William and Harry ever get seconds? At Kensington Palace, the food was always served on the sideboard, buffet style, so the boys could go back for more and more and more, but it was always desserts that they went back for. By the way, he's not the guy in the photos. Doesn't even look like him. And there's also a reason he's not chef for the Queen anymore. Remember that. Seriously? What are you, a conspiracy theorist or something? I'm not the guy in the photos. That's me 30 years ago. Doesn't look like me. I wish it did today. Also, there's a reason he's not chef for the Queen anymore. Yes, because I moved across to Princess Diana. I took care of her, William and Harry, right up until the car accident. Ugh. George Louis, where do you cook at? Is this your personal kitchen? Most of the videos are shot at my Eating Royally kitchen in Dallas, where we do catering. Some of the videos are shot on location, and some of them are shot at my home. Julie Hunton, very important question. Did you have a soggy bottom? Nothing a little bit of moisturizer wouldn't cure there, Julie. Oh, you mean the Cornish pasty photo? Absolutely not. Look at these Cornish pasties, perfect on the bottom there. Soggy bottom. Mike N, thank you for the videos, especially you have so funny accent. Thanks, Mike. Marina 007, do you have a mince tart recipe or any Christmas recipes you made for royalty? Marina, we've got so many of those coming up as we go into the holidays. If you've not subscribed, hit on the subscribe button and you won't miss any of those, but we've got some great ones coming up, dishes I cook for the royal family. A few questions on the Cornish pasties. Captain Bubba, what about carrots? Or is this just an American thing? We don't put carrots in the Cornish pasties, no. It's straightforward, rutabaga, onions and potatoes and the beef. That's all that goes in there, nothing else. DB Steeler, more proof for the British conquered an empire for spices they didn't intend to use. I believe I would season with way more than salt and pepper, and I would definitely marinate the skirt steak at least overnight. That sounds amazing, Steeler, but it wouldn't be a traditional Cornish pasty, and that's what I was trying to share. Natasha 26, the faffiest part is closing it without spilling the mixture out and crimping. Crimping is the worst, especially if your hands are greasy or too warm. The chef skimped out on both techniques with a jump cut. That's just terrible. Maybe someone else did it for him. Only me doing these videos. Oh my gosh, Natasha. I've got hands like Shrek, Natasha. And when the team were videoing, they couldn't get the right video clip. I was all over the pasties as I was doing them, and it just didn't look good, so we didn't put it in there. That's all. No one else preparing my food but me. Flabbergasted Shenanigo. You're such a funny, cute, adorable little peach. Flabbergasted? I'm flabbergasted. Ingrid Matthews. Are those Mad Hatter's peppers Scotch bonnets? Because if they are, you're going to need more than water. Ingrid, I knew that. I knew they were Mad Hatters, and they're much, much less heat than those Scotch bonnets. If they were Scotch bonnets, I'd have been coughing a lot more than I was in that video. Jasmine Surreal, I love the toy Corgi and the little mast. He's not a toy, he's real. Jasmine. I love toys, joking around with them. He's great, this cooking dude. That's me. So down to earth and easygoing. That's a great chef, not a bad-tempered, shouty, boiling person. Oh, Jasmine, you should see me in the kitchen sometimes. Timothy Villa, it looks delicious, but I think my mum's one is better. Timothy, I'm not sure which video you're referring to, but you know what? Mum's cooking is always better, so I'm with you on that one. Daniel Goopy, he's a man worth subscribing for. Oh, Daniel, I love you. Listen to Daniel. He's a man worth subscribing for. If you haven't already, hit subscribe. Mick H. He let French fries slip at 3:15. Unforgivable. Mick, curse you for spotting that. All that we have to do now is, once we've fried the fish, we can drop the French fries in, drop the chips in, right? Eric the King, the King, the King, the King. Hey Darren, a question for you. Do great chefs like yourself, not sure about that, like to eat basic food after you've been making fancy food all day? And what food do you eat? You know, that's true. You're in the kitchen cooking all day, tasting, and you know, it's rich foods, and you're just not in the mood for you know, food for eating once you're done. So you go home and you sit down, relax at the end of the day, and you know, just something like a charcuterie plate is just amazing. Just to sit and chill with. Shy Berry, anyone know how many calories in this? I have to lose weight and lose fat, and I'm afraid I can't stop eating this. Not sure which one this refers to, but it's completely fat-free until you eat it. Sharita Summer, His personality is so sweet. Oh, I'm in love with him. Oh, can't wait for more delicious recipes. Sharita, we've got many more recipes to come. Some incredible ones coming up to the holidays. Hope you've enjoyed watching this Q&A. There's so many questions. I wish I could do more. We'll do a really big one when we get to 100,000. Hopefully it won't be too long. See you again soon.